preparing them. Our hero thought but of treasure ahead, did not consider the peace of the dead. Through the dark she went creeping, and awoke what was sleeping. A new grave they dug, which she herself fed. Until it was perfect. I've grown quite fond of you, you know, in my way. I thought it only fair to warn you about the dangers ahead. Don't be absurd. It would be pointless of me to try to bar you from entering. But I can set the scene, as it were. Prepare you for your role. I had an inkling that was one of your main motivators. Delighted to see it confirmed. You're welcome to give it your best shot, of course. It's just that, well, the man has proven to be more or less resilient to death, which is not the only obstacle you're likely to face. My dear friend, I think you'll find I play my part in many a plot indeed. Cannot the same be said for you these days, true soul? There is a stage down in the dark upon which a great drama has suspended itself in time. Its actors dwell there still, mired in the languor of their long, tired scenes. If you, however, through the dark, go creeping and awake what is sleeping, chances are many more graves than yours alone will soon be fed. Very well. There is a creature that lurks in silence and shadow. A creature who, like me, is very much of the infernal persuasion. Should it make its way out through the very doors you are about to brazenly swing open, you'll have unleashed a pestilence upon this realm. In truth, it is carnage incarnate. So if you meet the devil of which I speak, kill it. Consider no other course of action. This creature and I go back a long way. I admit it would be in my best interest as well should it remain trapped in the dark. Or misplace its head, perhaps? I should not relish its reacquaintance. Let's leave it at that. You have it in you to author a thrilling finale if you heed this warning. Do not underestimate this opponent. At best, you will have the blink of an eye to strike. Strike first, strike true, defy the odds, for they are distinctly in its favor. That much I owe the bastard to concede. And don't think I've forgotten your tale, Astarion. When the beast is dead, I'll consider that payment enough to translate those scars of yours.
A fairer deal than I expected.
You wound me, Spawn. I always deal fairly. And will close this particular deal soon enough. Vanquish the beast, and all will be revealed.
Gods, you're beautiful. I'd trust a devil over a vampire any day. I think he likes us. Perhaps if we kill this Orthon extra bloody, he'll invite us for tea and brandy back in his house. I'm all pointy ears, my love. There is nothing I'd like more. You are perfect. Every time.
Something over there.
Graves. Someone had to bury their dead in a hurry.
My faith protects me.
What to do?
Sigils. Attempts to restrain Lady Shar's power, perhaps. failed attempts?
I shall carry out General Form's will alone. Not wanted. Not needed. Leave. This place is not for you. Go no farther. The work must not be interrupted. Away! All is at hand. Your presence is not required. Not wanted. Not needed. Leave.
Here lies Melodia Thorm, beloved wife and mother. E Amiel Telere Manon here.
Bones everywhere. Someone's been engaging in dark rituals here.
Ketheric Thorm's ancestors, desecrated and arranged into foul artworks. But why? The ancestors of Ketheric Thorm arranged into macabre totems. But why?
Merkel's symbol. I suppose a mausoleum's a fitting place for the Lord of the Dead.
With a flick of the wrist. Looks like there's a temple under this place. And something deadly sealed inside it. An open
There's
tomb.
more to this place.
Empty.
I'm sure of it.
Not ominous.
Lady Shar's presence is near.
Susun Elg Olaf.
Must avoid that trap. Ketheric Thorm had a daughter.
Nothing.
I wonder what happened.
It must have been disarmed. Watch how you go. There's a trap. Watch how you go. There's a trap. Trap. Be cautious.
Gods, you're beautiful. A trap. Someone doesn't like visitors.
Ketheric Thorm, leading Shar's forces. Quite the about face for a warrior of Selûne. Trap. Be cautious. Watch how you go. There's a trap. Ketheric Thorm, bowed by grief for his daughter. Ketheric Thorm, bowed by grief for his daughter. With haste. Better not be cursed. That disc looks like it can move. But where does it lead? Still alive, so that's progress.
The druid Halsin. 100 years of sickness, but there is one anchor. Still holding the shadows in place for the land to heal. Catherine.
Oakfather preserve you. Only by reputation. She was present when we marched against Ketheric Thorm, but on the far end of the battle lines from where I fought. And in the chaos that ensued, well, our forces were scattered. I led some to safety, but never learned of her fate. I'm glad to hear she survived. Though in truth, I should not be surprised. She was always said to be formidable and cunning. I could have learned much from her, no doubt. No matter how long I live, I will always strive to remain a keen pupil. Only a fool would think he could drink in all knowledge until none is left. There is always more. Nature's tapestry is infinitely complex. I cannot help but wonder how she would have handled some of the challenges I faced as Archdruid. Would she have helped the refugees? Defended the Grove? Controlled Korga? At least now we can benefit from her presence, and perhaps work to a common goal. Honestly, I never thought I'd make it that far. But the Absolute is a threat to all, and I promised I'd help you with your parasite. So, I'll remain with you. If you'll have me, that is. So do I. But one duty at a time. I've been unfair to you. I've had unrealistic expectations of your character ever since I joined you. But honestly, you've surpassed even those. Seemed my faith was more than well-founded. It's true, and I can't imagine I helped with that. Sometimes I let the task at hand consume me, and people think I'm obsessed. Trust me, the day I no longer have to talk about the Shadow Curse will be a happy one. What would you like to know? I am? Trust me, it's been said. You show more restraint than most in avoiding the subject until now. Who's to say? Perhaps there's a half-orc buried somewhere in my ancestry. Or perhaps not. Sometimes I think conventional wisdom is too narrow about what someone can or cannot be. Stranger things have most certainly happened. You're not a doppelganger, are you? Trying to study me to learn all my secrets so you can take my place? Save for me, my line perished a long time ago. They rest in High Forest now. near the shade of the grandfather tree. The grove became my family, with Sylvanus as my teacher. And now I have you. It was a long time ago. The wounds don't heal, but they become more bearable. I'm 350 years old. Of course there have been lovers. Just because I love nature doesn't mean I'm betrothed to it. Though sometimes, nature needs reminding. Right now, I bed down alone, I'm afraid. Perhaps once I talk less of curses and parasites, my fortunes will improve. Well, I didn't pick this scar up in battle. I was in wild shape, only I forgot it was the season when bears are particularly social. Anytime.
You wish to consult me?
Ah, my good fella. Quite the cozy setup you have here. I'll just make myself comfortable. My research turned up a rather brilliant technique that seems... It's not too deep. Just behind the orbital socket. I could attempt an extraction. I've a needle in... I assure you, I've dreamt of it 1,000 times over. You won't find a more learned opinion on this matter, I assure you. You only have a matter of days to live. Don't dally, my friend.
Greetings.
I guess I can take care of myself. I mean, I've gotten this far.
Fate spins along as it should.
Dost thou require a new ally? Or mayhaps a resurrection?
You smell very delicious, but I will not bite you. Nice here. The caves smell like rotting meat. Goblin coat smells like goblins. Yes, fun. Ooh, more.
Hope you're keeping well, friend.
In my years as the Blade, I've witnessed countless cruelties, faced unimaginable evil. But Thorm, he is made of pure hate. The Sword Coast will rejoice when the bastard's fallen. My father is somewhere in this tower. I won't leave him in Thorm's hands. And lest we forget, we've a devil to rescue. 2 missions, 1 destination. Not in a mere prison cell, certainly. My guess, Thorm will have confined him in the bowels of the tower. The deeper we dig, the closer we get. Make some room, and I'm all your...
Halsin is one hench elf. I'm impressed. And glad he's on our side.
These lands may not be under the thrall of Lady Shar for much longer. No matter. She wishes for Ketheric Thorm to be punished. Her darkness was a blessing offered before he betrayed her. She can redirect her powers elsewhere once he is cast down.
A savvy move recruiting Halsin to our cause. While I'm adept at most forms of weave manipulation, druidic magic is not my area of expertise. He will make for a most useful option to have in reserve.
Is there something you want to talk about, my dear? I'm all pointy ears, my love. I don't know. But isn't it nice not to know? You're not a victim. Not a target. Not just one night it's better to forget. But then... whatever in the world could you be? God, you're beautiful.